So social media is a great way to continue just being in front of them, right? And you know that there should be 5 categories on social media. If you guys want more social media training, we've got more training for that. But basically, you want to make sure that you're just touching them, touching them, touching them. Now, recap on nurturing. So we want to stay connected on a personal level. We want to add value to them on a personal and professional level. And we want to keep those important dates and milestones at the forefront of our mind as well. And then schedule those quarterly events for people who are all in your database who meet the criteria. So while we are here, does anyone have any questions regarding the nurturing portion of building your database? Perfect.
Makes sense.
So moving on to the 4 principles of converting your database. So a lot of people are scared because they're saying, oh, well, I could spend all this time, energy, and money, and then I'm not going to get anything from it. Which, being an experienced real estate agent like Gustavo or AB, they already know that you do get things back, definitely. And your return on investment is specific to each category of those people, which is hard to track if you don't have them categorized. Now, here, the 4 principles of actually converting your database are going to be, of course, staying top of mind, staying intentional, staying valuable, and staying available, which real estate agents either are always available, or I swear there are some out there that are never available, right? And that's where if you call, that person's ready to do something then. So here, staying top of mind. When they are ready, they're ready. And I know I'm one of those people. If an insurance guy keeps after me, and like, I was like, you know what, I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'll give you a call back in a week. And he's like, oh, can I schedule a call with you on next Tuesday? It ain't gonna work with me. I ain't gonna schedule a call next Tuesday, right? Like, and he's gonna keep texting me and keep calling me and whatever. And what's gonna happen is on a Sunday at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna have the time that I can focus on that thing I wanted to do with whatever insurance. So I'm gonna call this person at 3 o'clock on Sunday. And if they don't answer at 3 o'clock on Sunday, by 5:30 or 6, I'm already tied up with something. It's already over. I'm already next slot. You'll have to just wait until I get the next slot of time. So that's how everyone in the life is now. Like, they've got kids, they've got families, they've got work, they've got extracurricular activities, and they are very, very busy. So being available is extremely important. A little stat here is 80% of prospects will go with the first agent they meet, which is absolutely true, because they normally just go with the person they meet in person. That trust is built when they meet you in person. You showed up, you built rapport, you built that relationship enough to go with that person. Now, prospects are 3 times more likely to meet the agent that is recommended by a friend. Meaning that if I was recommended by a friend and this other person wasn't, they just found them on Facebook or Google or wherever, they're most likely going to meet with me versus the other person, or meet with me first versus the other person. So I have a leg up, and in this case, the stat is 3 times more likely to meet with me. So I'm a lot more likely to get the business. Staying intentional, the price range and the qualities of your ideal client, never losing track of that. And sometimes it's hard because you're like, I want to help this person out, or I want to, maybe I can venture over here. I've never done warehouses before, or whatever it may be. And it's just a distraction from staying completely focused and building that ROI that you truly can if you're focused on your intentional qualities of your ideal client. Here we have price range as well. It's a big thing for people who are in a lower price range. Let's say they're selling 150 to 250 and they're looking to move up to the 500 to 600 price range. That's a big one as well. So push relevant content out. So if I'm attacking, my ideal client, which is an investor, which is most likely a professional, a homeowner, and a person who has a vision for something in their life. It's a 5-year vision or a 20-year vision. I'm constantly pushing content on the economy, on things that are affecting interest rates, on why interest rates are so high, on how to buy property and not have to pay the high interest, how to get free refinance. All of these things that people actually care about in the market that's relevant today. Be mindful of the milestones, the desires, and the needs of those people. Because every season of their life, they're going to have different needs, and they're going to have different desires, and they're going to have different milestones. So if I'm going and I'm saying, you know what, my ideal client is 50 years old, okay? They're a professional homeowner. They have 20-year vision. Why? Because they want to be in Ecuador or the Bahamas living at 70, right? So they already know exactly where they're going. But the thing is that by the time they're 60, which is just 10 years, their desires are going to be different at that time. They're going to be ready to slow down, right? Versus a person who is a first-time home buyer who maybe has one child on the way, their needs and their desires are completely different from an older, more almost retired person. So I want to make sure that you really understand the place that those people are in their life so you can alter or tailor their experience to what they're currently wanting and needing. Now, of course, the value add is always important, always adding that value and being a resource. Being a resource is key because if they call you and they need a handyman, which I have that all the time, if they need a property manager, if they need a remodel roofer guy, whatever, that's who they call is me because I'm the resource for all of these trusted people. So be resourceful, be knowledgeable. So understand that no, that's too much, or no, that's not a good deal, or no, shouldn't be doing that, or yes, hey, this is great. And then contribute to their quality of life. That's key in that value add call that Cynthia was talking about. When you're sitting there going, hey, I really need someone to go out there and clean that investment property. I need to get it rented right away. And you're like, you know what? I can send my housekeeper out there and I'll send my photographer. Give me just a second. Boom. Right? And you connect them people together right away and you're adding to the quality of their life. That is important. So here is staying available. So staying available is what I had mentioned, like always being that person who is ready to do it. Excuse me one second.